Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn yoga for cervical spondylitis. Our cervical spine at the back of the neck consists of seven vertebrae stacked one above the another. It supports our head and it is also responsible for the movement of our neck area. Uh, Cervical spondylitis is a painful condition which happens because of the stiffening and degeneration of the cervical part of the spine. This can result in pain and muscular spasm of the neck and upper shoulder, and the pain may radiate into your hands also. And if you don't address your problem at the beginning, it can result into the numbness of your hands and fingers also. Sometimes tension headache is also associated with cervical spondylitis. Now let's talk about the causes of cervical spondylitis. There are two broad categories in which the causes I have divided. One is physical cause and the second is emotional cause. Physical cause, there are many. First, neck being the most delicate part of your spinal column is very prone to injury. So any kind of injury in the neck area, it can result into cervical spondylitis. Second, wear and tear of the muscles and ligaments of the neck area. Third, osteoarthritis of the cervical vertebrae. And the fourth, bad posture, especially when you do sedentary job for long hours sitting at one place. What happens? We all always sit with our protruded and bent head. That can result also in cervical spondylitis. Now, second category is emotional cause. So first, it has been seen that most of the people who have cervical spondylitis problem, they have anxiety issues. Almost one third of the people who have cervical spondylitis issues, they have anxiety disorders. So during this emotionally driven acute anxiety phase, the primary muscles of the neck and your upper shoulder, it gets tightened, resulting in reducing the blood supply to the neck area, and this can result into cervical spondylitis. Plus, also, we have seen that most of the people who have relationship issues or low sense of securities, they also suffer from cervical spondylitis. Now, yoga for the rescue. Yoga can, if your cervical spondylitis problem is at the beginning stage, yoga can completely cure it. And if it is at the advanced level also, you can manage your pain through yoga. Yoga acts on many levels. First, it will restore the pranic balance of your neck area. It will increase the blood flow of the neck area. It will stretch your anterior neck muscles. It will remove the stiffness from your spine, and plus also it does posture correction also of the neck area, which happens because of sedentary job. So in this video, I have included some Sushmayams and some very light exercises and some very gentle asanas which you can use for your treatment. Okay. So now let's start. First, sit in any comfortable posture. I am sitting in Ardha Padmasana. You can sit in Sukhasana. You can sit in Vajrasana also, and you can do. So first, shoulders pushed back, spine straight. Close your eyes. Hands in Chin Mudra. Center yourself well. Close your eyes. 2, 3 times. Become aware of your breath, body, and your mind. Now gently open your eyes. We will start first with Sushmayam. Sushmayam are very gentle exercises. Only thing is, while doing these exercises, you have to focus on the that particular area, which part you are exercising. So your mental focus has to be 100% on the area where you are exercising. So right now I am doing Griva Sanchalan or neck exercise. So you may close your eyes and you can do by focusing internally totally on your neck area. Our first exercise is Griva Sanchalan. So for that, first inhale, exhaling, look down. If you have lot of pain, don't look down. You can start at this level. Now inhale, take it all the way up. Exhaling, bring it down. Inhale up, mental focus on your neck area. Exhale down. Inhale, come up, relax. That was our Griva Sanchalan number 1. Next, we are going to do Griva Sanchalan number 2. So, for that, shoulders have to be relaxed. Now, inhale while exhaling your ear towards your right shoulder first. Don't lift your shoulder. Feel the stretch at the opposite side. Inhale, come to center. Exhaling, left side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, relax. Now, our third exercise is half rotation. Again, relax shoulder, close your eyes, do with total awareness. Inhale, exhaling, look towards your right side. Feel the twisting of your neck area. Inhale, come to center, exhaling, left side. Go back as much as possible, but don't strain. Inhale, center, exhale, inhale, center, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, come to center, relax. Feel the changes. You may feel lot of relaxation in your neck area. Become aware of each and every movement. Now, Griva Sanchalan number 4 is we have to do full rotation. So, inhale, exhaling, bend your head as much as your neck allows, but don't strain. Now, inhaling, go back, slow movement, gentle movement, neck is delicate. While coming forth, you have to exhale. Inhale, half circle, inhaling, and half circle, exhaling. Inhale, exhale. Now change the direction. Inhale, exhale slowly, consciously. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Relax. Come back to center. Relax. Gently open your eyes. Feel the relaxation in your neck area. Take 1 or 2 deep breaths. Let all those muscles come back to normal before we proceed. Our next exercise is a resistance exercise. That was Sukshmaya. This is resistance exercise. How to do? We have to keep our palm first at the right side of our head area. From hand, we have to apply pressure. From using this muscles, opposite muscles, we have to balance the force. Okay. So how to do? Inhaling, press your head. From here, you have to balance it. Now count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Now other side. Left side. Same way. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Using these muscles opposite. Relax. Now front of the forehead with your palm here. Press. Using back neck muscles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hands down. Now back of the head. Interlock both the hands. Take it at the back of the head. Using your anterior neck muscles, you have to balance the force. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Relax. Both the hands down. Feel the changes. After that, we are going to do some very gentle exercises. How to do? First, join your palms in front of your chest. Make sure your elbow to elbow is in a single line. Spread your fingers wide. Press your hands above in front of each other. Now, inhaling, press both the hands and exhaling, relax. Observe your neck here now. Do it with closed eyes. Inhaling, press firmly, hold this, and exhaling, relax. Inhaling, press, and exhaling, relax. Both the hands down, relax. This is for your bottom of the neck and upper shoulder. Next, we are going to do hands in and out breathing. How to do? Inhaling, take both the hands front, join both the palms. Okay. Now, your hand has to be parallel to your shoulder level. So, inhaling, take your hands back as much as possible. Open your chest. Exhaling, bring it front with breath only. Inhaling, take it back as much as you can without bending your elbows. Exhaling one last time. Inhaling, take it back. Exhaling, come to center. Put the hands down. Relax. Take 10 seconds break. Next, we are going to do side. Our hands, we will take it upwards. So, how? Palms facing outward. Now, inhale, take both the hands up. Look at your ring finger. Pull your hands maximum upward. Exhaling, bring it down. Inhaling, take it all the way up. Pull it upwards. Exhaling, bring it down. Inhaling, take it up. Look at your ring finger. Pull your hands upwards. And exhaling, relax. Both the hands on your knees. Relax here. Close your eyes. Take 2, 3 deep breaths. Open your eyes. Our next exercise is going to be shoulder rotation. So how to do? Your both the arms sidewise. Inhaling, take it up parallel to the floor. Turn your palm upwards. Now with an exhale, both the palms on your shoulder sidewise. Now inhale. Exhaling, bring your elbows close to your face like that. Join both the elbows. Now inhaling, take your elbows up. Exhaling, down as much as your shoulder allows. You have to rotate. One happened. This is the second one. Keep breathing. You may do with closed eyes. And the third round. Now change the direction. One, two. Each time try to touch your elbows to each other. And three. After 3 plus 3 rounds, both the hands sidewise, palms down, relax. That was shoulder rotation. That also gives lot of relief to your neck area. Take again 2 breaths break. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Next, we have to sit in Vajrasana. So for that, open your legs, little bit of knee movement. Now inhale, while exhaling right leg back, inhale, left leg back. Sit in Vajrasana. First, we have to do Marjory Asan to warm up your spinal column. Actually, it warms up your whole spinal column, but here we are targeting neck area. So we will arch our neck more, okay, but without straining, okay. So between both the knees, little bit gap. While exhaling, keep your palms down between both the palms, shoulder level width, so shoulder width distance, plus one palm more and come on all the fours. Keep your fingers nice and wide. Now inhaling, extend your spine, look up, arch your neck. Exhaling, curl your back area. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, down. Look between your hands and make your back area round. Inhale and exhale. Slowly inhaling, come back, relax. Close your eyes. Next, we are going to do Urdhva Vajrasan. How to do? Same, sit in Vajrasan. Interlock both the hands. Inhaling, take you have to take your hands up. So how? Touch your nose and like that you take. That way your shoulder joint will open more. Take it all the way up. Stretch it maximum. When it is completely stretched hands, then turn up. Look at your ring finger. Stay here for 3 breaths. This is asana. Urdhva Vajrasan. Slowly exhaling, bring it down, relax. Our next asana is Simhasan. For Simhasan, you have to spread your knees wide. Your toes will be joined at the back side. Your hips should be touching the floor. Let me turn and show you like this. Big toes joined together, hips sitting on the mat, knees nice and wide. In traditional Simhasan, we take out like roaring of the lion sound we take out. But here, since we are focusing on cervical spine, cervical spondylitis, so we are not creating any sound. We are just stretching our neck area. How to do? Your palms like that, your fingertips facing your body. Now arch your back area and look up. You may look at the ceiling or you can look also at the your eyebrow center, okay? Stay here for 3 complete breaths. Slow and deep breath. Slowly inhaling, come out of the pose. Join both the knees together. That was Simhasan. Next asana is Urdhva Vajrasan. Urdhva Vajrasan is also, it is used as a therapy for cervical spondylitis. Highly effective. Do it gently, okay? So how to do? You have to first sit in Vajrasan. Now inhaling, keep both the palms down, back side of your feet. Now slowly you have to go down. How to do? First you have to put your elbow, one elbow first, right elbow, then left elbow, head down. You can stay here or if your body allows, you can put your head also down, crown of the head down. Keep your palms on the floor. Stay here 3 complete breaths. With an exhale, slowly with the support of your hands, you have to come up First, keep your elbows down, then your palms down, and then come up. That was Urdhva Vajrasana. Our next asana is going to be a Karn Dhanurasana, which is uh, very good for deep neck muscles. Okay, so try both the legs like that. You have to keep your leg engaged, toes towards yourself. Now inhale with an exhale, go down, hold with both the two fingers, hold respective toes. Look front. Now inhale and pull your right big toe towards your ear. Stay here, 3 breaths. Slowly exhaling, right leg down. Now we have to do other side. So inhaling, slowly exhaling down. Take both the hands up, exhaling, hands by your side. Relax. You can relax like this also. Close your eyes. Observe how these asanas have affected you. Are you feeling better? More open in your neck area? Neck may feel more flexible, more blood circulation at that area. You may feel more warmth in that area. Be connected with all the happenings in your neck area. Our next asana is going to be supine poses we will do. So first we have to lie down. So first by your side and then lie down. Bend your legs like this between both the knees, 1 feet distance, between both the feet, 1 feet distance. Head completely on the floor. Now inhale, lift your hips. If you are comfortable here, you can join both the palms at the center. Lift some more. Stay here. Again, 3 breaths. Slowly with an exhale, bring your hips down. Relax. Spread your legs. Relax. Next pose is going to be Saral Matsasyasana or fish pose. So for that, join both the feet together, both the palms inverted. You have to keep like that. Now inhaling, keep the crown of your head on the floor. Take your palms out. To come out of the pose, take the support of your hand and then slowly pull your head back. Relax. Our next pose is going to be prone pose, which is Bhujangasana. So first, lie down on your abdomen, forehead down, keep your nose free so that you can breathe. Both the hands stretched in front. Now inhaling, bring both the palms below your shoulders, chin down, join both the feet together, elbows close to your body. Now inhaling, lift your head and chest up, look up. Don't strain your neck area, but give it a gentle stretch. Keep breathing. Slowly exhaling, bring it down. Both the arms in front. Head down. Advasan. Relax in Advasan. Slowly turn and then get up. So that was our Sushmayam, some gentle exercises, and some asanas we did for our cervical spondylitis problem. Now, pranayam time. Pranayam, the aim of any choosing any kind of pranayam for any kind of pain relief is always you have to slow down your breath. Take slow inhale, slow exhale. But it's better if you take slow inhale and slower exhale. If your exhalation time is longer, that will activate your this parasympathetic nervous system, or it activates your Chandra Nadi. And then when the Chandra Nadi gets activated, then healing and the repair work of the body becomes faster. So you have to slow down your breath. So I am this the pranayam I am teaching now is very slow, very simple, Nadi Shodhan pranayam, but we will do with longer exhalation. Okay. So first sit in Chin Mudra, your back straight, chest open. With these two fingers, you have to keep at your eyebrow center, Nasikagra Mudra. With thumb, I will close my right nostril. With ring finger, I will use my this ring finger I will use for closing my left nostril. So alternate nostril breathing. So take this mudra. Right thumb, right nostril close. Left one complete exhale. Now inhaling, I am counting 5 in my mind. Then I am closing my left nostril and right open. Now exhaling from right, I am counting 7 or 8, longer than inhalation. Again inhaling from right, 5 counts, closing right, and again long exhalation, 7 or 8 counts. Once more. After exhaling from left, you can keep your hand down. Gently open your eyes. I did only 2 rounds of Nadi Shodhan or alternate nostril breathing, but you have to do minimum 5 counts to activate your parasympathetic nervous system or Chandra Nadi. So that was all. Then now some tips how to manage your cervical spondylitis issues. The first tip is when you are having lot of pain, then hot oil massage helps at the back of the neck. Back of the neck, you can do alternate hot and cold water fermentation also. Um, while sleeping position is very important, never sleep on your back, always sleep on your side, but your pillow has to be little thick, soft but thick. Your neck should not strain, okay? So keep this width pillow while sleeping on your side. And also manage your anxiety issues well, because as I told before, this problem is related with anxiety also. So that was for all. And thank you for watching this video and take care.